Welcome back, everybody, to Classic Games Done Quick. We are ready for the next run, which is Dr. Mario by Essentia. So, Essentia, say hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. And I'm understanding you have a commentator with you today?
Yeah, my commentator is BSG4000. I met him at the Nintendo World Championships in 2015. And
Awesome.
he runs Dr. Mario tournaments. He knows a lot about this game. So, yeah, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man. Essentia. It's an honor.
Awesome. Well, as soon as you are ready to start the countdown, I will start the timer.
Okay, well, I'll count down now. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Go. We're gonna do a good old-fashioned vanilla speedrun here. The world records are currently held by players that like to use RNG manipulation by hitting reset a bunch of times and a bunch of other tricks that are beyond my knowledge or capability. So we're just gonna see some great 201 IQ play here. Right there, the key. Oh, the key to finishing this going to be efficiently using every piece and avoiding what we've come to describe as stun lock time. This right here, when the pieces are dropping, it's excruciating slow. So what you saw Essentia do right there was the up and underneath there to keep the garbage drops from taking too long to get to the bottom. So we'll see her tuck this up and under here. There we go. Current world champion Heather Ito, who got her start with Dr. Mario doing speedruns, and she's currently, I think, 4th on the leaderboard. I don't keep track of the speedruns too much. You'd like to watch them from time to time. But you're just going to see a lot. At these later levels, you're just going to see some great puzzle play. Ooh, slight misstep there, I believe.
Yep.
Got voted in for one of the nice T. I love the T moves. This got vote favorite, so you're doing this for old time's sake, I take it? Yeah, I know you're concentrating, so I'll try not to talk to you too much, but these early levels, I think you can handle it.
You know what, though? I realized something. My controls are off. I might need to pause for just a minute and fix my controls.
We're gonna need a pit crew here.
Yeah, when you can pause the timer, let me know.
Will be mission control. I do not have any control over any buttons.
Just a second. Let me see. I'm actually playing on emulator, and I just...
paused.
Okay, let me fix this. Yeah, so... Let me just fix this real quick. Sorry about this, guys. I was practicing Final Fantasy VI and forgot to change. Let's see here.
It's funny at for the Classic Tetris World Championship and during our little speedrun event, one of the better players, Green Tea, had a controller malfunction in the middle of his game. They swapped out his controller mid-game. It was pretty
really?
fun. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if this is right.
Countdown?
Yeah, okay, so I'll count down again. 3, 2, 1, go.
Off we go, I think.
Okay, yeah, looks like it's working now.
He's keeping score, I don't think. But, if this were a real run, I think, as Heather would say, the joy would be gone and you'd probably have a restart. But we're doing this for fun today.
Yeah, we don't need to restart.
I can't believe it's almost been 5 years since Nintendo World Championships. It's been a quick and a long time at the same time, if that's possible.
So do you want to tell them about what you had to do to qualify for the Nintendo World Championships?
Well, if you're familiar with the original one back in 1990, it was a triathlon cartridge of Super Mario Bros. 1, Rad Racer, and Tetris. And then the following year, they had a makeup tournament, or the follow-up to NWC, which was the Campus Challenge. and the money game in that was Dr. Mario. So when they brought back NWC in 2015, they brought back the Dr. Mario portion of the competition cartridge for the qualifiers. So it was you had 6 minutes and change to do Mario 3, Mario 1, and then Dr. Mario point attack for the rest of your time. So the 8 of us that qualified at Best Buys around the country are very good at getting Dr. Mario points, which isn't quite the same as the speed run here, because the name of the speed run is to finish the levels as quickly as possible, whereas in point attack, you're trying to kill as many viruses in a single move as possible. So you end up making these crazy Rube Goldberg machines that go all over the board and make 0 sense until you actually trigger them. It's a weird skill that I have, and it's my only video game skill, but it got me to LA, and I got to meet Essentia and all these great people since then. Right. This is the unfortunate part of these early levels is you notice when you clear a virus at the top of the screen, you gotta wait for that stun lock time for that that extra garbage piece to drop to the bottom. We call it SLT or salt for short for fun, because we like to make jokes. So we're gonna probably attack. Yep, gonna get this guy horizontally. So I love me some horizontal moves in Dr. Mario. Next play is to attack everything straight down because that's the easy way to attack. But if you want good times, you need to utilize the horizontal when possible. And then you can start getting in the real fun stuff where you leave garbage on top of the horizontal, and then that garbage drops on top of the pieces, the viruses below. But you don't have to get too fancy when you're just trying to clear fast. So now that there's more viruses on the board, now you pretty much have a place for every piece to go. All those extra vitamins. They're not pills. They're vitamins, people. It's Nintendo. They're rated G. Quick double there, and that's the key for fast, is to keep from falling all the way to the bottom of the screen. We're getting a nice little triple there. Now, if you're playing in versus mode, you would have dropped garbage on your opponent, and the garbage doesn't hurt as much as the time it takes for the garbage to drop to the bottom. At our last World Championship, Packy, who was also Nintendo World Championship 15, lost in the semifinals to a newcomer from Canada, and he had to wait. There was a point in the final round where he had to wait for 6 of those garbage drops in a row. He lost a good 30 seconds of time waiting for the garbage drop. It was mesmerizing.
That's a long time to be waiting.
It's the worst, the absolute worst. So we're going to see a little thing here, but Essentia's a speedrunner. She's going to pass it right up, but something flies by in that screen. If you really want to see what it is, you can probably find that video on YouTube.
Yeah, and it depends which speed you're on.
Every speed has its own little surprise that goes by.
Yeah, I'll show the last one, but the others...
Sure, yeah, that's a nice surprise. Yeah, got to. We're going to go fast. Let's skip them all.
Okay, I would really like some blue now.
Yeah, this is the where RNG really starts to mess with you. And in the NES version, the pieces, the double pieces, like this double yellow right there, you only get every 1 in 9. So the multiple piece, like this red yellow, in the sequence of pieces for the RNG picks, there's a red yellow, then a yellow red. So there's ends up being 9 different pieces. And the double pieces are basically gifts. Those come even less or more rare than, let's say, a line bar in Tetris. There are games I've played on this where I've gone minutes, or I couldn't even count how many times waiting for one particular double piece. So sometimes, if you're really in a hurry, you might have to make your own double piece around waiting to finish a particular board or to get a fancy move. But we'll see if that situation comes up later on. But these later levels, you can kind of find a home for every piece. So we've Essentia's kind of maneuvered around the lack of blues. Make a nice double there, and a double, efficient double, not much drop time. those exactly killers. The job done. So we're going to be waiting for this one last blue piece. And there it is, the nice double horizontal. Of Dr. Mario, they changed it to a 1 in 6 RNG for the double pieces versus the multiple color pieces. So also the like Dr. Mario 64 and your other newer versions, there's a lot more of those double virus combinations on the board. So it's a lot more explosive, fun gameplay wise. But I think for us old school, okay boomers, I guess. Like I said to myself, we kind of like the extra challenge. I'm speaking on behalf of Essentia, but I'm sure she likes it too, appreciates it. Like she was saying before we started the stream, this was the game that her mom would play, and that's exactly what my mom and I. This was my mom's game. And like I said at our last championship we hold in Pittsburgh at Replay Effects, there was a walk-up who was a mother of 3, who just kind of, her name was Rosemary. She just came in and made the final 8 right off the street. So that's what's really interesting about this game. There's a lot of players who are neighborhood good. And actually finding good competition live is really difficult. And it's not like the Tetris scene where you've got championships and YouTube videos. We're trying to make that scene happen, but...
Yeah, I'd love to attend one of your championships sometime.
That's a great time. Essentia. That's the other thing you've been busy with since 2015. I think you've had at least 2 more children since then?
Let's see, since 2015, yeah, I've had 2 more.
More.
Gotta count them. I've got 5
hard
total.
to count them. But I just have my 1, and she's in bed, so... Double there, and see, that's really fortunate with all those double viruses on the workload. And it's here, level 8. So a lot of speedrunners like to either do 0 through 10 or 0 through 20. So a really good time range is about 11 minutes. So we're probably not going to hit 11 minutes, no record breaking today. But
that's all right.
Missing about the stage at the Microsoft Theater, where we ate lunch 2 feet away from Miyamoto, but he was with his family, so none of us dared to ask him for an autograph or anything.
Well, I think, didn't they tell us to just leave him alone?
Kind of. It was kind of implied. It was a very tense pre-show when we were locked in the basement of the Microsoft Theater.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to, no cell phones, no communication, because they didn't want word about Blast Ball getting out, because it was such a hot hit game that they had on their hands.
Oh my gosh. No, I got out of the tournament because of 2 Metroid games.
That's right, both Metroid games. Essentia and I are tied, basically, because we both were eliminated on Super Metroid. You had never played the game before.
No,
I hadn't played it since 1994 when it first came out. And I don't know if it was a glitch or what, but I was kind of stuck on the sequence right before the baby Metroid showed up. Instead of, you're supposed to be invulnerable until the baby Metroid shows up, but I was on one knee waiting, and then a bomb rolled up from behind and knocked me out. So I don't know if I had just forgotten how to play or if it was a game glitch. I didn't really care though, because I had won the Legend of Zelda race and got my moment of
I remember
15 minutes.
Yeah.
That was the moment. I somehow beat the Mexican runner. I don't know how, but what a moment. I heard my wife screaming off the stage. It was amazing. Level 9 here? Oh, pause. No, we don't want pause.
I know, yeah, I was mashing start too much.
The other frustrating things, I don't know the exact metrics, but I think the game does not register control inputs on every frame. So pressing down is a chore in this game. It's chunky. That's the best way I could describe it.
Yeah.
I haven't researched with the numbers. That's why speedrunning on this is particularly difficult, because it just your thumb is sore. Just the NES pads are not comfortable. Ain't down so much. In the classic Tetris scene that I'm help out with, you don't have a lot of players pressing down. They just kind of let the game come to them. But your Saley, they just let the pieces fall, except for a few other players. In such a basic game like Tetris, that there could be so many different styles. And look at that! Oh, I thought she was going to get a nice triple, but she's going to hear. We call this a combo cactus. She's going to get a nice little triple there, and not a lot of drop time. Level 9. We don't have the individual splits here, but I think the drama is going to be if she can finish the higher level 18, 19, 20 without having to restart, because official speedrun rules allow a player to restart the console and jump over to the medium speed. And when you're pressing down, the high speed versus medium speed really doesn't matter a whole lot. It's a lot easier to complete level 19 and 20 because the viruses are so high. Your DAS or delayed auto shift doesn't allow you to get the vitamin over to the left or right side at the very top every time. So efficient players will end up digging down and around and up to get those final viruses on the side. But if you're a speedrunner, that is deadly. That just kills any run. But we will see how Essentia plays that when she gets to it. Now, viruses don't form height 10 until level 15. So you're going to see more and more concentration of viruses, but they're not going to go above where this red guy is on the right until level 15. We like to play at level 14, which is the highest level where the viruses still appear at height 10 to avoid the most top outs. You'd rather see players finish their boards rather than topping each other out. Or at least if they top a player out, they have to earn it. One little blue guy is going to be a little annoying. Let's see how Essentia handles it. Now she has nowhere to put these yellows. And I've seen sequences where you get that one double yellow, and then you get about 20 after that. It is the most broken RNG.
Yeah, it's very broken.
It's a little vertical there. Gonna clear out that garbage. Nice double here. Alright. Set this up, get a nice little elbow. Oh, she's gonna take that out. Yep, nice T. Excellent.
So, do you mind explaining about how the vitamins speed up as you go along?
Every 10 vitamins, it speeds up slightly. I don't have the chart right in front of me because I'm not very well prepared, apparently. But it does eventually get to 1 gravity speed or 1 row per frame, which is like level 29 speed on NES Tetris. But you rarely need that many vitamins to clear a board. It rarely gets to the point where you're playing at those really high speeds. It does become a problem early on the later levels like 19 and 20 when you can't get a vitamin to the far right or far left of the screen. So you'll see a lot of players, like score-based players, are just, I want to finish level 24 players, work their way down in the middle, and then back up the sides, which is, like I said before, extremely inefficient. So no yellows available, so we're going to have to see how she handles this. Amazing how you can have this board full of viruses and not a single one on that 8 across is a place to put your yellow pieces. Well, we're at 17 minutes at level 11. Worries about a game over yet? Like I said, those double pills are a gift, and it's real sad that Essentia has nowhere to put them. Here we go. This combo there. They board full of blue on that right side that's going to have to be cleaned out. And she does it well. Knock those guys out. And fast and efficient. Clearing there. Always want to do that when you're speedrunning, but if the situation calls for it. Sometimes when I'm playing, I get laser focused on a particular problem, and I don't notice all of the other problems on the board, and I waste great opportunities for scores or combos.
Yeah, it's
or
easy
fun
to
clear.
do that.
It's very easy to get focused. Watching replays of some of my games and other players' games, it's like, put it over there! Like, you can't believe I missed that damn move. For that one red piece, there it is. On we go, level 12. Every level, we increase the virus count by 4, up until level 20 when we have 84. Now, she needs to open up a yellow. She'll probably do a tuck here. That slows you down a bit. Avoiding those tucks is also crucial because, like we said, with the terrible NES input, you can't push down and expect to have a fair number of frames to get that piece tucked over. Hard, you will miss, or miss the spin flip. Very precise. Precise and imprecise at the same time. That's the NES for you. Console. Back into my A. Clear him out. Garbage piles to deal with. Just love the quick drop, drop, drop. None of this 5, 6, like we were seeing in level 0. That one's a little long. But concentrating hard. Closing out C, GDQ. The founders, one of the founding mothers of the event. On Wikipedia to find that out for sure, and it just said a participant's house in Utah. So they didn't want to put your name down for some reason, but we'll give you credit where credit is due. Don't need to go into why, I don't care, but it's... Combo there. And on to level 13. Lucky 13. Hurry up move to get rid of those extra blue guys over there. Now we're in trouble. Now we do not want blue pieces. Well, one opened up. We'll be fine. We've mentioned before, Mario Championship we hold at the Replay FX Festival in Pittsburgh. It's going to be the week after July 4th. The biggest pinball cash tournament in the world at Pinburg, and they've been gracious in allowing us to have our championship there. We had 100 participants this year, and we hope to keep growing that even more. Crazy seeing classic Tetris on ESPN this past weekend, and maybe one day we can get Dr. Mario up there too.
That would be awesome.
I'd cry again, just like I did on the Disney Channel back in 15. Very quick level 13. Optimally, you don't want to have too many of those drops. If you're going for absolute world record scores, maybe you want to tuck underneath instead of going up from above.
Yeah, I'm just kind of taking a little safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Off he goes. Now, Essentia, have you ever gotten any of the big combos where you break the game? You ever play for that? Ever play that?
No,
way?
I never actually have done that.
It's funny when you get up the score mechanic. You double. It starts with, depending on your speed, it starts with the base score, then it doubles and it goes up to 6, and it stays at that same score. But if you go beyond like 12, then the scoring mechanic starts to get a little funny. And then if you get too many viruses at one time, the Nintendo just quits and it just says you win the level. If you see some of the tool-assisted runs, they're pretty hilarious. Trying to replicate that with real human player hands is... I've done it where I got the score where I got the NES to freeze, but I've never gotten it to where it'll just end the level. But it is pretty funny to see that happen. On the NWC 15, which is how I qualified for Nintendo World Championships, I currently have the high score on the 3DS version because I exploited that trick where the score just messes up and gives you a few extra 100,000 points that you didn't really deserve. But it was a good time, and since it's skill-based, it's not like it was hitting reset a bunch of times to manipulate it. It was, you got this monster 15 virus combo, you might as well get something for it. Hey. Now the garbage clears, maybe not completely essential game, they're crucial. Playing with that plus a second player's garbage being dropped on you to clear out those problems before they fester. Suspicion Essentia is just practicing for when she plays one of us or another. Well, I will assume that, but she can deny it all she like. But that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
All right.
As long as she's laughing, I don't care. The chat's probably hating me right now, but we thank you all for watching. Really. That was a nice, quicker move. She could have taken the top combo, but that would have taken longer. Drop this. Okay, she's gonna go that way. I think if she would have done a drop there, but ooh, that was pretty. See, that's the other fun thing. You think you know a move, and then the player shows you up and says, "No, I was doing this," and that's great. Now it's gonna get fun. Now the viruses are gonna start creeping up the board. Now they're gonna be at height 11. Still shouldn't be too much of a worry, but as we progress toward level 20. It's going to be tougher and tougher, and a lot of speedrunners will at this point reset the game and move it back to a medium speed. Oh, we are dependent? I don't know the right word, but we don't have a place to put any yellows right now. Really, you want one garbage pile and not anymore, and that is how Essentia is playing, because she is great. Past this danger zone, no garbage, 2 little yellows in the middle, out right there. Combo on the right. Again, avoiding that stun lock time is key. Just game. This combo cactus. Nice trip. When you're playing multiplayer, also, trips are a nice advantage because a piece of garbage is guaranteed to drop in your opponent's fourth or fifth column, the middle two, the crucial danger zone. That's where you would top out. So if you want to top your opponent out in a 2-player game, work on getting fast triples. This double, I'm just going to take out those 2 guys. Those guys at the bottom are begging for a horizontal clear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at this, fans. Look at this. Oh! Beautiful. Vertical onto 16. Need no stinking ceremony. Oh, look. That is a speedrunner's friend. Look at all those double viruses. Quick and easy to clean. Imagine the manipulators go for a stage like this if they can. I don't think I've ever seen a board that pretty before.
I know,
That's
that was a nice start.
Down we drill the danger zone, so we don't have to worry about Essentia topping out now. Now it's all about speed. Now let's inoculate this jar. Friend works for the Hard Times, which is sort of the Onion for video games. They just make fake video game news articles. And they have a moratorium on Dr. Mario jokes because so many bad articles have been submitted with bad medical puns that you cannot mention Dr. Mario anywhere. I give them crap about it all the time. If you're watching, JD, how you doing? Flawless, quick, efficient run here. 30 minutes. We are finishing level 16. Getting to the drama part.
Yeah, so when I ran this game at CGDQ, I played on high speed until level 19 when I lost. So then I went down to medium speed after that. But I'm going to try to finish level 20 on high speed. We'll see. If I keep losing too many times, then I'll go down. But you get kind of a special ending if you beat level 20 on high speed.
Absolutely. You see, you learn the secret of the viruses.
That's right.
Let's not give it away. Let's not tell them just yet.
No, I'm not telling.
The first year I ran the Pittsburgh tournament, I had a guy just show up who was one of the pinball players, and he just picked up a controller to practice, and he just sped through. He wasn't a speed running, he was playing to clear, but he got to level 20, then 21, 22 on high speed. He got to level 24, which is where the game just repeats until you lose or quit. And just nonchalantly, finished level 24 high without an issue. But his strategy was to drill down the middle and then work his way up the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how I did it the first time I finally finished level 24. But I can't imagine that is very good for speedrunning purposes. But if Essentia has to play it that way, it's my little backdoor hint.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Pass the danger zone to level 17. You have a...
Yeah.
Let's see how we can get rid of some of these guys. The worst. Double blue's gonna do a lot of help. Yeah, oh, beautiful. Saw this game, ironically, or not ironically, maybe of foreshadowing was the 1990 Nintendo World Championships when I was 13 years old. They had a show floor of all the upcoming games, and Dr. Mario was going to come out that following Christmas. 25 years later, I'm playing that same game to make my own trip to LA. Been kind of cool. In the years since 2015, I've gotten to know some of the guys who qualified back in 1990, and I've started a small podcast interviewing a lot of those old competitors just to, get their stories down, because some of them aren't with us anymore. So it's kind of, time passes by really quick, and I kind of made it a job to keep in touch with all the guys from 2015, which is why I'm so happy Essentia wanted me to do commentary today.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're available to do this.
It's a real honor, because I'm not really a speedrunning. I'm not in that community too much. TMR and Sinister and yourself have been very nice to me in the years since then. I really appreciate that, but I like to help any way I can. We are going to finish 17. Pretty dang good. I don't think I could beat this in 34 minutes at level 17, so I'll just give credit is due here. There we go. Now the fun levels. So your DAS or delayed auto shift. Wonky getting over to the far left or right side, so nicely done. The other cool trick is if you put a piece over the top of the jar, that gets sucked into the nether region and it's never to be seen again. So that's a nice way to get rid of extra pieces if you're working at the very top of the screen. So we've passed the danger zone for level 18. Now it's just get to the bottom as fast as you can. Yellows though. But I'm looking at that guy on the right. Yeah. And right in there. Nicely done. And another quick combo. Off we go. Stun lock time. How often are you playing this these days? I know you stick mainly to your RPGs, but in a while,
Yeah.
or
Well, I just don't have much time to play a lot lately.
you're a mom of 5 children or something.
or something.
Something.
Yeah, 5
I
kids.
got-
They keep you busy.
I barely have time to play anymore, but as I hear the one in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, so at the time of...
You're trying to tuck that, weren't you?
Yeah, I was trying to. Didn't work. But I was gonna say, at the time of CGDQ, I was pregnant with my second child. 6 months pregnant, and traveled out. But I'm glad that I was able to go. It was a lot of fun at CGDQ. Met a lot of great people there, and I'm glad that we can celebrate now. 10 years. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years.
Decade's over in a couple of days. What happened? Oh. We're gonna get this guy horizontally. Oh, she's gonna take care of that one instead. There's a lot of options in this game. Right answers. Done and get it done fast. That's all that matters. Clearing here. We just need some yellows. Reds, and then we're on to 19. We're on to the danger level. Can she do it? I say she can. There was that nether region move to get that extra yellow piece off of her screen. Okay, there we go. Attack that red virus horizontally. She gets the pieces.
I am not liking this.
We go. There we go. Crazier is the Game Boy version of this game. You have one row less to even deal with, so that is extremely difficult. But it looks like you are mostly out of danger now. Maybe that blue pill on the left is going to give you some issues. But I think if you attack it from underneath... Am I allowed to give hints? Attack him from underneath.
Oh, you can give hints.
There
You're a few seconds behind me, though.
Oh, okay. Has defeated her level 19 demon here. Dancing over to the left, there might be a problem to get rid of that last red virus, but we'll see when time comes. Because as we mentioned, the pieces do get faster as you progress, and there it goes. So it should be pretty easy sailing from here on out until level 20. Done. 40 minutes. I think you put down 52 attempts, so I don't want to jinx anything. I think you'll come in under that. Extra motivation of getting me off the microphone. That always helps.
Oh, but I'll miss you.
A little self-deprecating humor. I heard my stuff on ESPN this past weekend. I just kind of like grown just a little bit because like I sounded a little fake, but go. We're finishing out 19. Got 30 viruses left. We're getting a nice little double combo here. I don't have the game sound, but do you play with music?
Yeah, I do.
Fever or chill? It's a very
Fever
essential
all the
question.
way.
Fever all the way. Oh yeah. Chill seems to be everybody's favorite, but I don't know. I prefer Fever myself as well. Chill is kind of too chill when you're actually pushing yourself to finish these fast. It's more of a passive song. Down to the end here. 21 minutes is a pretty darn good time. Well, these last guys out here. Okay, we're going to work on that side. No wrong answers. And horizontal, of course. We go to 20. Good luck, Essentia. Oh, ooh, the flip. Okay, got it. Excellent.
I am not doing so well now.
No. Nice, nice. Didn't even see that one. You got this. Got some hero play from Essentia right now. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, we'll try again.
This. All right. Dancing this guy to the left might be a problem. Stands for delay auto shift, by the way. That's the delay between when you're holding down the left or right, that's the delay between the first movement and then the subsequent movements. It's the same as when you press the spacebar in your computer keyboard and you get one space and then a delay and then multiple spaces. The top Tetris players manipulate DAS to get rid of that delay. And that's the only way to actually play at the super high speeds at like level 18, level 19. Hyper tap style, which I don't recommend for Dr. Mario at least.
Oh.
You got a weird board here.
It's not giving me very good
Oof.
Very good patterns. Let's see. This might be better.
You got this. Underneath this guy on our left. All right. Should be home clear now. And the right gives you too much trouble. I would just go around him and go from underneath.
Oh, whoops.
Ooh, misdrop. Kind of funny with how broken the RNG is that you can kind of sense it and you can say, oh, I'm going to get 2 more of those pieces and actually plan for it. That is not the way you should be playing the game, but if that's what they're going to give you, then take it. What we're going to do is dig our way down. You have shovels in chat. This is where you'd like to add them here.
That is what I need.
That's a Jonas Neubauer thing. He's the 7-time Tetris champion. He has his own shovel emote. Oh no! Ooh.
Yeah. We're gonna get this, guys.
We're gonna get this. We got a good 10 minutes here. We got this. Oh, okay, you're gonna do that. There we go.
Oh, it's not giving me what I need. Nope.
Guy on the right is festering.
This is really hard to do on high speed.
Alright, this is favorable. We go. We got this now. Well, you got this. I'm just sitting here cheerleading. This is all you. There we go. She's gonna do it now, guys. There we go. I have to say this has been a pleasure and an honor again to commentate for this. I guess I shouldn't get a little too premature, but I think you got this now. We got past the danger zone.
Yeah, this is looking a lot better.
I have a blue free board. I only got one blue there, so really want a place for every piece. Piles. And deal with it. And like that, they're gone. There you go. T, that was totally planned, right?
Yeah, totally.
See, you're a genius. 201 IQ. See, love the sneaky horizontal play. It's so much fun. A little bit of garbage to deal with, but I think you'd be able to handle it. Don't have a second player breathing down your neck with their own garbage.
Yeah, that's when it gets hard.
And fun.
It is fun, yeah. When I was a kid, my mom was the only one who'd play me on 2-player because she's the only one who had a chance of beating me.
How often did she win? How long did she take any from you?
I don't really remember. I just know, like, my brother Essentia, he did not like to play against me.
If you and your mother showed up in Pittsburgh this summer, that'd blow me away. That'd be amazing.
I think my mom is watching right now, so Mom, if you want to go.
We're gonna take out this final virus horizontally here.
Since it'll give me some blue.
Maybe. It knows. The RNG knows.
Okay, time.
Minutes. 20 seconds.
Wow.
Well, let's see where the mysterious origin of these viruses on a tree come from.
Yep, now you get to see the super secret ending that you only see if you beat level 20 on high.
Stay out, the clouds are rolling by. Oh, it's getting dark. In the world. There it goes. Back to space. Funny fact in the Game Boy version, they're underwater, and when the spaceship picks up the viruses, a fish comes by and eats them before they reach the ship.
Oh, really?
So you get that extra little bit of humor for beating it a little slightly harder. Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Well, thank you so much, BSG.
Yeah, thank you both for being here and Essentia for running. That was incredible. I was honestly at the edge of my seat like the entire time.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad I was able to do it.
Well, Essentia is going to take a little bit of a breather to get ready for Final Fantasy VI, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, yes, Final Fantasy VI. So I'm going to be heading out and handing the mic over to Tina for the finale, and I hope everyone has a great time. We will see you again shortly.